All rise. Hear ye, hear ye. The Hamblen County Commission meeting is now in session. The Honorable Bobby Hahn presiding. Please remain standing.
Thank everyone for their attendance tonight. I will ask you to silence your phones, and commissioners, I will ask if you do turn your mics on so you can be heard. And I'll call on Commissioner Tim Horter with the prayer.
Let us pray. Father, we thank thee so much for this day, for the many blessings you give us, for your love, and for your grace, for your mercy. We just ask that you lead and guide us through this meeting. Let us make all the decisions that's in your favor. In favor we ask and honor.
Amen. Now I'll ask Commissioner Rodney Long with the pledge.
Place the flag, please. Attention, salute, pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You may be seated. Our commissioners, if you'll mark yourself present. Before we get, or as we get started, let's say, we don't have any real recognitions, but we have a grand recognition. And those of you that have been around the courthouse, commissioners, those in attendance, you noticed my friend, who I've grown to love, Harley Kelly. And Harley is a very strong 82 years old today. Happy birthday, Harley. Thank you for everything you do. We so appreciate it.
Amen.
Also, we had the opportunity, several of us, to attend a very special event. And I'm not going to delve any more into it than that, but I would like for Penny Knight to come forward. And, hey, I'm going to say this and not gloat a little bit. I know that smile is genuine, but this is impressive.
He said he was going to do this, and then I offered to be here to answer questions, and he said, well, you just tell them about it. But we did have our 6th graduation from recovery court today. We have it twice a year in April and October. We had 8 felony recovery court graduates. 7 of those were Hamblen County. 1 was Hawkins County. We had 3 mental health court graduates, 1 felony, 2 misdemeanor, and had a packed house if you were there. We had 160 seats, and I doubt there were 10 empty.
If that.
So it was a really good day. We've got, I know I didn't get to speak the last time we were here, but we have had a total of now, our first graduation was April of 23. So in 6 graduations, we've graduated 39 people from recovery court. You all granted us permission to start the mental health court, and we have got 8 graduates from mental health court. There's 2 from the felony, 6 from the misdemeanor court. Sheriff Mullins and I joke about this, but 8 out of 10 people that start our program are still in it or graduate. That's a really good national, and the national rate is somewhere, I've been told, between 40 and 60%. So we're doing a good job. Everybody wants to know how many people. We've currently got 116 people in our felony drug court. 49% are Hamblen County people. That's 57 out of our Hamblen County jail. Greene County brings us strong second at 31%. Hancock County is finally making a presence at 4%, and Hawkins County at 16%. Out of that 116, 64 reside in our community. And y'all have been generous in getting our nonprofit started. I can now proudly tell you, we in November will have 60 sober living beds for our people. And thank you, because you all helped us get started out of that opioid abatement funds to make the first purchase. And we're up to 13. We own the 2 homes that the county gave us the money for. Then we rent other places. So let's be very clear, we do not own any other properties. But we rent, and our participants get to live there for free. We've got somebody in TCAT, and if they're in full-time school, they get to live rent-free. They get to live rent-free when they get out of jail until they get a job. But then when they do get a job, they pay $100 a week. We have several graduates still live with us, because if you're involved in the housing and rental properties right now, you know you cannot live anywhere else for $100 a week, and that includes their utilities. And we will have all of those beds full by middle of November. And those are people who are working and paying taxes in Hamblen County. You can move back to your county of origin if you want to, but we don't let you do that till the end of the program, close to the last 3 to 6 months of your program. You have to stay here, because we're not going to go to your county and supervise you, because the money's here, right? So does anybody have any questions? Or we'd love to have 4th Thursday in April will be our next one. Graduation. Yes, ma'am.
What was the other counties that you mentioned, Ms. Knight?
It's our judicial district, so it's Greene, Hamblen, Hawkins, and Hancock.
Does Greene, Hancock, and the others contribute?
They do through the state grant, because the state monies is given to us to serve all 4 counties, and now the federal grant is given to us to expand and serve those other counties.
But as far as on a county basis, do they contribute, ma'am?
They do not, but the participant pays a $1,000 program fee, and they have to pay that before they graduate.
Okay.
And I think we're, Ms. Hill, how much did you project we're to take in this year? Over 20,000 maybe, or more?
I don't remember off the top of my head.
That's okay. The long-term goal, though, is when this federal grant expires, if we do not get another federal grant or the monies, we have got to sit down. I was talking to Mayor Cutshaw. We've got to sit down with Hawkins and Greene to see what the contributions will be going forward. That's got to be long-range planning, yes, ma'am.
So it's not self-sufficient as of yet, but you are forecasting self-sufficiency.
We want to be, yes, ma'am.
All right. Quick question. How long do they have to pay the $1,000 that you spoke of, dear?
While they're in the program. When they're in our program on the felony, they're also placed on the Tennessee Department of Corrections probation. And usually you pay $45 or $50 a month probation fees. But while they're in our program, because we're doing most of the supervision, the judge signs a waiver. So basically, if you're in our program a minimum of 18 months, it's $50 a month to be in our program.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Mr. Hahn got to be there today.
Yeah, fitting the question, I just want to say a few things. Like I said before, I worked in the recovery court system with Judge Snyder for a long time. It is a great program. It's a great program when it's managed correctly, and we have someone that does a great job at it, Ms. Knight. She, at one point, was the juvenile probation officer for my wife, and my wife sung her praises in, but she said, quote, she has found her niche now. This is great, the way she handles it. I appreciate you. And anybody that watched TV back quite a few years ago might remember Miss Knight was on national television on a show on CMT called World's Strictest Parents. And you don't get by her. You don't pull wool over her eyes.
Well, I am a grandmother now. There are a few people who get by me.
And that's understandable.
Grandkids. That's grandkids.
I will tell you, I like to hear the stories, and that's what's, so, when we graduated a man today, one of the oldest men in our program. He started with moonshine when his daddy made moonshine, putting it in his bottle. First time in his life he's been sober in his 60s. He started the program before when his son was in our program. So he watched his son graduate, then he graduated today. And we had we didn't tell one girl. We had one female graduate today, and we didn't let her know her probation had expired. Like, we couldn't even sanction to put her in jail or anything because she lacked the confidence she could get her HISIT. And we said, no, you got to get your HISIT before you graduate. She got her HISIT. She was able to do it. So sometimes it's just taking people to believe in you. And so I like the stories are really, we had a veteran. We always give veterans. We don't have a veteran court, but I feel like we don't need one because I feel like we give preference to veterans. And so we had a veteran who's qualified for a VA loan and getting his own home. But thank you for your vote of confidence. I hope we can keep it up, and definitely going forward in the next 12 to 24 months, we need to develop a plan to involve those other counties we're serving, for sure.
Well, we thank you. From our bottom of our hearts, I think the whole community is behind this 100%.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay. And, we talk about money and everything, but keep in mind, every one of these people that are under Penny's guidance are not costing, they would, not all of them, some of them are other counties, but for Hamblen County, they'd be in our jail costing us. So.
Well, in some of these other counties, it's not that they're not getting in trouble in our county either. We've got a few people that they're in our program under Greene and Hawkins, or Hawkins and Hamblen. They're not getting in trouble just in one county. So judicially, it's reducing it for the district. Probably.
Okay. I also want to mention Judge Simkowski and Judge Boniface, along with Penny. Of course, there's Sheriff Mullins, Corey Leatherman, and Mayor Cutshaw are all people who are absolutely fundamentally behind. There are others, and I don't know all of them. I didn't get that fast, but.
In Northeast Residential, I know the county gave them some opioid funds, and they were present today because our first Hamblen County resident who graduated the Northeast facility in Carter County, he and another person who graduated that program graduated us today. So they were present in the building today. And I'll tell you that 25% of our 116 people are sitting in Carter County doing their program. So 1 in 4 out of our program are up there.
Yep.
And it's heavy Hamblen County, for sure.
It's a very positive program. And
Four women, and the rest of them are men.
very positive. Very good. Well, we thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for the opportunity.
Absolutely. It's unique to see a guy that's been going through this, and he sees Sheriff Mullins back there, and it's, hey, Chad, how you doing? And come back and, he arrested him, threw him in jail 2 years ago, and now this guy, he's like best buddies with him. But
And that's one of the things, you mentioned Corey Leatherman, and one of the things he was talking about today, he's been there since the beginning when we started in early January 2021, meeting by Zoom, putting together a policy and procedure manual by Zoom. And now we're up to 120 participants, 39 graduates. And so just talking about our community, the perseverance, teamwork, and the power of hope for our community. But one of the things he said is today we had judges, mayors, and lawyers in the same room and he goes, because he's in recovery himself, with felons. Mm-hmm. And he said, and the biggest applause went to the guy who was been chasing you for decades. Yeah. But Chad might have been cheering for himself just as hard.
It was a very unique, special opportunity, and I personally am just so thankful to have been able to be a part of that, to attend, and it touched my heart. I've got a former student of mine that's coming up for graduation in April, and I asked her when she graduates. She said April. I said, I will be there. God willing, I will be there. So it means a lot to them, and this is just such a great thing. I'm very excited about it. So we thank you very much.
Thank you again.
That's just great. Moving down to item 2, public comments. We'll start off 3 minutes on non-agenda items. Anybody have a non-agenda item to discuss? You'll have 3 minutes.
Linda Noe, 2343 Joe Stevens Road. I would like to let you know that I feel there were open meetings violations in the October 14th, 25 special called meeting. I would ask you today to add an item to your agenda to the Finance Committee and take a vote on redoing that meeting with proper notice, allowing public comments at the correct time before any votes. And this would give you an opportunity to hold a cure meeting, much like you did with the opioid abatement committee. That's essentially it. But I would say if there is not a vote to hold a cure meeting, I have a number of people who have asked me to file a lawsuit on their behalf, and that would be done either tomorrow or Monday. Thank you.
Anyone else? Non-agenda items.
My name is Gwendolyn Holden. I live at 8150 West Point Drive. I want to talk about the Road Commission Private Act. Clearly says that road commissioners only get paid for meetings they attend. Last year, the county attorney and road chairman Tom Hyde and road commissioner Danny Bale stated publicly that road commissioners are only supposed to get paid for meetings they attend. A little later, road commissioner Danny Bale and the former mayor and the Hamblen County Finance Department came up with a list showing the date and number of meetings that road commissioners missed and asked them to pay the county back for those meetings. But the former mayor and the Hamblen County Finance Department and road commissioner Danny Bale decided that 5 road commissioners would not have to pay the county back over $4,600. That these 5 were paid for 4 meetings in 2020 that they did not attend. The meetings didn't even take place. They were canceled. There is nothing in the Private Act that says you get paid for meetings that are canceled, but you just sit here and you did nothing. You were just going to let public officials, 5 road commissioners, keep over $4,600 that they took unlawfully. Because Hamblen County wouldn't take care of this unlawful payments, I filed a taxpayer lawsuit to get the $4,600 back from these 5 road commissioners: Charles Anderson, Danny Bale, Gail Free, Tom Hyde, and Delbert Nix. You know, your attorney knows, and the 5 road commissioners know, that they are only supposed to be paid for meetings that they actually attend. That's straight from the Hamblen County Private Act. Now, in a real lawsuit, in a real insult to taxpayers, you are paying the county attorney to defend the greedy 5: Charles Anderson, Danny Bale, Gail Free, Tom Hyde, and Delbert Nix, and help them keep those unlawful payments. I'm pretty sure that 5 would be so bold if you said there is a conflict of interest here and you refuse to provide an attorney to help the 5 road commissioners keep money that they never should have gotten in the first place. Shame on them for taking the money. Shame on you for not demanding that they pay it back. Shame on the county attorney for working against the county and taking county money to help those road commissioners keep the unlawful payments. I can't get unlawful money, and neither should they.
Anyone else have any comments on non-agenda items? You'll have 3 minutes.
I hope you maybe extend this for just a little bit longer, because what I'm going to have to say is going to be for all of you. Last commission meeting on the 14th, at the very end of the meeting, the audio was running. And something was said about my wife. And there was also, people called her and even texted her, asked her why the men on the commission talk about her the way she does, even about in the meetings. Well, she didn't even know it. We didn't know it until somebody told us to listen to the tape. But we did. We went and listened. And this is what was said. I'm going to read it because I listened to it 8, 9, 10 times to get this down just to quote the way it's supposed to be, Bob. It starts out first, it says, why tonight's meeting? You are voting, oh baby, you're 21, oh, enough, to vote. Cry baby over there. She knows everything, she looks up everything, and she talks about everything. Quote, I'm not going to say the word, I'm going to spell it out, because there could probably be children may be listening to this. Showing her ASS. And a big one at that. Well, our Mr. Mayor, whenever he was the commissioner, chairman, he said he would take and protect the people behind your office desk right there from the people out here in the audience. And this here does not sound like it to me. I know there's some favoritism goes on. I know y'all are kind of against my wife because she brings things up. She looks things up. And for the rest of y'all have probably done the same thing. Y'all may not have to have $100-something million jail sitting over there right now. But you let everything else go. Now, that's all I just got to say, but I hope, and if you want me to tell you the person that said this, I'll tell you. Eddie Cox. He was the one that's talking to Mr. Reed there. You go back to that meeting, you listen to it now, you can pick it up. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else?
John, East First North Street, and I'm here once again. I want to talk the only topic on my mind, and it's still the same topic, which is the county's interest to purchase Mr. Anderson's law office, which is located on 508 West 2nd North Street. I'm not quite sure what's going on, and I'm not sure if anyone here knows what's going on, but this has been going on for years. Opportunity come, price was still relatively cheap and reasonable, approved by the county, and not action taken. And now, heard the rumor for months now, still no action. When will the proper person that initiating these issues again brought a solid proposal to the whole body here? Have anyone asked? So when there is any proposal come in front of the commissioners, I hope you guys will insist in the package. It will include it black and white printed down. What is the assessed value by a third party? Then with a copy of the assessment from the county, compare them. That is very important. That's the first thing. Then I would like in the proposal to have a clearly stated intention how the county want to use that piece of property. That piece of the property do not have any excess land beside the building itself. How many years are you going to use it? If you don't use it as the building itself, when they turn it down, how many parking space you can gain from that purchase? Value, assess the value in multi different way, but everything they propose, have it in black and white in the package, present it to the committee, financial committee, slice it, dice it, zooming in and out, flick and flop it again and again before you guys approve it, please. At the same time, before I go away, I need to make
The time is up. Thank you.
I want to make
Thank you. Your time is up. Anyone else wish to speak on non-agenda items? I see none. Move down to agenda items. Anybody wish to speak on agenda items? Okay. Let's move down to number 3, nominations and appointment. I'm sorry.
I thought there was somebody coming, but they weren't. I'd like to talk about item 9A, amending the private act for the Road Commission to abolish the Hamblen County Road Commission. I'm all for abolishing the Road Commission. For nearly 30 years, the mayor and the finance department have paid road commissioners for meetings they did not attend. Nearly 30 years. You know, your attorney knows, and the 5 road commissioners who still want to keep money that they were paid for meetings they didn't attend know what the private act says. Some of the unlawful payments to road commissioners have been recovered, thanks to citizens like Edna Green, now a county commissioner, and Gwen Holden, who brought this out. But today, there are 5 road commissioners who still want to keep some of the money they took unlawfully when they were paid for meetings that didn't even take place. Now you're paying the county attorney to help road commissioners keep money they were unlawfully paid. Let me repeat that. Today, you are letting the county attorney represent 5 road commissioners to try to help them keep money they were unlawfully paid. Yes, you need to abolish the road commission, and you need to insist that the county attorney step aside and not help elected officials keep money they should never have been paid. Thank you.
Thank you for your comments. Anyone else? Let's move down to agenda items. Anybody else to speak on agenda items? See none. Moving forward to number 3, nominations and appointments. We have an appointment to the E911 Emergency Communications Board. I'll read this from the mayor. Requesting the confirmation of the following appointment to the Emergency Communications District E911 Board due to the retirement of Morristown Fire Department Chief Clark Taylor. The nomination is the new chief of Morristown Fire Department, Brian Shepherd. So we have a nomination for Brian Shepherd to fill this vacancy. I need a second.
Second.
Have a second for Mr. Doty. Anyone want to speak on this?
I have a comment, if I may, sir.
You can.
I've asked several times for these boards to be put on our website with what the term was and when it expired. It would benefit the public, and it would benefit everybody else. And it's about time we called for it more than just me. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Okay, let's vote the motion. Oh, hold on. We have a technical. Took your motion. Okay.
I'll make the motion then.
Thomas Doty has a motion, then we have a second. Tim Horner. We'll get that into the minutes.
What you say?
Nobody's gonna add it in. Sure. Screen changed. Yours? Yeah. Come back to sign in. Must be having technical difficulties. Say about a short meeting. What did you say about a short meeting?
have a gremlin in their computer system, so we're gonna have to vote all tonight off the board, so, bear with us, takes a little longer. This way they did it back in the old days, so not that way tonight. So we have a nomination by Mr. Doty for Brian Shepherd. We have a second from Tim Horner. And now we'll call the roll. Thank you.
Okay. Debbie Ahern,
Yes.
Jamie Carden,
Yes.
Thomas Doty,
Yes.
Edna Green,
Yes.
Stan Harville,
Yes.
Bobby Hahn,
Yes.
Tim Horner,
Yes.
Joe Huntsman,
Yes.
Peggy Howell, Rodney Long,
Yes.
Mike Reed,
Yes.
Mike Richardson,
Yes.
Wayne Neesmith,
Yes.
Kyle Walker.
Yes.
Unanimous.
Okay, that motion passes. Now I'll call on Chairman Thomas Doty of the Calendar and Rules Committee, number 4.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We have item 4A, which is the approval of the consent calendar items. I put that in the form of a motion.
We have a motion.
Second.
We have a second, Mr. Horner. Any discussion? Let's vote the motion.
Okay. Debbie Ahern,
Yes.
Jamie Carden,
Yes.
Thomas Doty,
Yes.
Edna Green,
Yes.
Stan Harville,
Yes.
Bobby Hahn,
Yes.
Tim Horner,
Yes.
Joe Huntsman,
Yes.
Peggy Howell,
Yes.
Rodney Long,
Yes.
Mike Reed,
Yes.
Mike Richardson,
Yes.
Wayne Neesmith,
Yes.
Kyle Walker.
Yes.
Unanimous.
Okay, motion passes.
Item 4B is the approval of the regular calendar items, and we have a few additions to this. And with the added ones, I think we need to do these separately to add them. The first addition would be added back to nominations and appointments, which will be item 3B, which is the appointment to the Marshtown Emergency Medical Service Board. And I put that in form of a motion.
We have a motion.
Second.
We have a second. Any discussions? Yes.
Quick question. I noticed that we had one for the first one. We've also got a sheet directly behind it, sir. that-
That's it again.
You've got the first one, which was Chief Brian Shepherd.
Yes.
From the mayor's office dated October 23rd. And then you've got a second one, that confirmation of an appointment of Commissioner Stan Harville to the Emergency Medical Board right behind it. Did we miss that or did we skip
We're
it?
getting to that.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Bear with us.
Ms. Green, that was the motion I just made to add that to the,
Thank you, sir.
Anyone else with any kind of discussion or anything? Okay. Nomination?
we need to.
Yeah.
add it to it, and then we'll-
Mr. Chairman,
Okay, yeah, we got you to that, I'm sorry. Let's,
just to expedite things, you may take all in favor, aye, anyone opposed, and then if there's many opposed, you can take that count just to avoid if you need.
okay, let's do that. That'll speed things up and save our young lady over here. We're gonna add this, this is for adding this to the calendar. We'll be adding Stan Harville's name to the consent calendar, or excuse me, the regular calendar. So we're just gonna do it all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? So we have that addition.
Next, we have item, this will be a new item, be item 12A, which is the Justice Center. And it was a change order that we did vote on and approve in committee, but it just mistakenly got omitted from the agenda. Again, that will be item 12A in section 12 for Justice Center, Public Safety Committee. And I put that in the form of a motion.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Ms. Ahern, have any discussion? Okay, again, we'll vote this with a or nay.
Chairman, if you have a dissent, you just confirm how many dissents you have.
We have to have 2/3 So all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed?
No.
We have one. Motion passes.
Then we now have item 9C, which will add a special called meeting concerning the vote that we took during committee meetings on 10/14/25 concerning the, go ahead, Mr. Mayor.
Chairman, I'll add to that, it wasn't during committee, it was actually during a special called meeting that we had, and that we'll reaffirm that vote tonight if it's added to your agenda.
Thank you, sir. I stand corrected. During the special called meeting, I have that written down and I read it wrong. But that we had on 10/14/25, and I put that in the form of a motion.
We have a motion.
Second.
We have a second, Mr. Harder. Any discussion or questions?
How will that read? Mayor, how will that read?
Chairman Hahn, you have the verbiage there, do you not?
I do have the two motions. I think he's wanting to know how this motion will read.
How will it read?
Is that right, Mr. Long?
Yes.
That is correct, yeah, and that,
We'll put this as, revote.
well, yes, we could call it the revote of the special called session that we came out. There was actually two votes that we took
Right.
to, I can't remember exactly how it was listed, and you could read that off just now.
And before we do that, I'd like to make an informational statement and reminder to the commissioners of what that vote is about. Ms. Noe, did she leave? Can you confirm that by having this meeting, you're waiving any right to file suit for a violation of the open meeting act? Is that right? What did you say earlier? I thought that's what you told us earlier.
Attorney Capps, I think we could set aside the rule and allow public comment and redo that meeting within this meeting.
Okay. And at the proper point in time, I'd like to make a statement, basically giving an outline of the lawsuit that was discussed and what the issue was that you all voted upon, because there was concern about there not being any public comment or discussion about it. Apparently someone in the audience already knew. I think it was Ms. Holden that had commentary about it. She was advised by someone of the content of what was being discussed in private executive session, which, as you know, is confidential. The attorney that held that session wanted us to not discuss it, and out of abundance of precaution, for the sake of the lawsuit, we did not discuss it, but we can discuss it here this evening and take a vote reaffirming the vote earlier, or maybe not. Maybe you vote differently, but we'll discuss it.
Thank you, Mr. Katz.
Mr. Chairman, may I
Yes.
make a recommendation, sir?
Can.
Would you have our attorney use a speaker so everybody on the tape can hear it as well? Because a lot of times you can't hear the tape, and our citizens deserve that.
No way, I have
Okay,
trouble
can-
hearing
can
Chris
Yeah, we'll get him
Capps.
a mic.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Can I?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Can we, so that was a special called meeting,
Right.
and those are legal?
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. It was
Okay,
properly
and-
noticed. The problem that occurred, that the public comments were out of order. So therefore, I was confirming with the chairman to add this to our agenda tonight and set aside the rules and allow public comment before that vote. That should circumvent any issue with that meeting.
Okay. Thank you.
All minds clear? So, we're clear on what we're voting on, the special called meeting. We won't say a revote, we'll say a recurrence of the
I'm
meeting.
sorry, we are voting to put it on the calendar.
Put it on the calendar, yes,
Yes.
recurrence of the meeting, yes. However, Mr. Doty chooses to word that. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes.
Now, we'll back up and do item 4B, which is the approval of the regular calendar items with the 3 additions that we have just voted on and approved, and I put that in the form of a motion.
We have a motion.
Second.
Mr. Warner, second. Thank you very much. Any more discussion on this? We're approving this for the calendar. Okay. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? So, where are we gonna move? Special call meeting, we move to number 9.
9C.
9C. So, when we get to that, we'll be voting on that, okay?
Just back up and do the appointment now.
Okay. Did we get the Justice Center?
Yes.
Yes, so we're good on that. All right, now let's move back. We need to vote on one other item before we move on. And that item is the appointment of Commissioner Stan Harville to the Morristown Hamblen Emergency Medical Service Board. Commissioner Ahern has resigned from this board. So to fill this vacancy, Commissioner Harville will serve the remainder of Commissioner Ahern's term, which will expire August 31st, 2026. And this is Mr. Harville's indication that he is willing to serve if appointed.
Make a motion, we appoint Mr. Harville.
We have a motion for Mr. Long.
Second.
We have a second for Mr. Walker. Any questions? Okay, let's vote the motion.
Debbie Ahern,
Yes.
Jamie Carden,
Yes.
Thomas Doty.
Yes.
Edna Green,
Yes.
Stan Harville,
Yes.
Bobby Hahn,
Yes.
Tim Horner,
Yes.
Joe Huntsman.
Yes.
Peggy Howell.
Yes.
Rodney Long,
Yes.
Mike Reed,
Yes.
Mike Richardson,
Yes.
Wayne Neesmith,
Yes.
Kyle Walker.
Yes.
Unanimous.
Okay, motion passes. Mr. Harville, you're on board. We have no items to remove from the consent calendar. We're now to approve the consent calendar.
Motion to approve, Mr. Chairman.
We have a motion.
Second.
We have a second, Mr. Harville. Thank you. Any discussions on the consent calendar? All right, let's vote the motion.
Debbie Ahern,
Yes.
Jamie Carden,
Yes.
Thomas Doty,
Yes.
Edna Green,
Yes.
Stan Harville,
Yes.
Bobby Hahn,
Yes.
Tim Horner,
Yes.
Joe Huntsman.
Yes.
Peggy Howell,
Yes.
Rodney Long,
Yes.
Mike Reed,
Yes.
Mike Richardson,
Yes.
Wayne Neesmith,
Yes.
Kyle Walker.
Yes.
Unanimous.
Motion passes. Move down to number 7. We will recess as Hamblen County Legislative Body, and we will convene as a Hamblen County Beer Board to take under consideration a beer permit for Senor Jalapeno Mexican Restaurant, LLC, Noah Montepique, 4357 Erica Green Circle, Suite 102, Morristown, Tennessee, 37814. Do we have any discussion on this? Any public comment on this? Very good. We'll reconvene as Hamblen County Legislative Body to vote on the beer permit for Senor Jalapeno Mexican Restaurant, LLC, Noel Montepique, 4357 Erica Green Circle, Suite 102, Morristown, Tennessee, 37814. I do apologize if I did not pronounce that name right. Is that you? Would you tell me? Montepique. I didn't even come close. My apologies. Need a motion.
I make a motion.
Got a motion from Mr. Neesmith. We have a second.
Second.
Mr. Horner, any discussion on this? I'll start the motion.
Yes, sir. Debbie Ahern,
Yes.
Jamie Carden,
Yes.
Thomas Doty,
Yes.
Edna Green,
No.
Stan Harville,
Yes.
Bobby Hahn,
Yes.
Tim Horner,
Yes.
Joe Huntsman,
No.
Peggy Howell,
No.
Rodney Long,
Yes.
Mike Reed,
Yes.
Mike Richardson,
Yes.
Wayne Neesmith,
Yes.
Kyle Walker.
Yes.
Motion passes. Move down to number 9, our Finance Committee, Chairman Rodney Long.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We'll start with 9A, amending the private act to abolish the Hamblen County Road Commission effective August 31st, 2028. And I put that in the form of a motion.
We have a motion.
I'll second.
We have a second, Mr. Huntsman. Any discussion? Ms. Green?
I have several. First question is, I'd like to ask where that 3-page draft, who created it?
May I take that, Chairman? So, in our committee meetings, it was suggested then, I answered that question then. The private act was sent back to CTAS or our consultant, Rick Hall. It was sent back to Brett Howe, Tennessee County Tennessee County Highway, doggone it, acronym for highway officials. That's what it was. Brett Howe, he's the director. Because things have happened where others have abolished their road commissions, but then accidentally abolished the entire road department. So it was sent to them for this verbiage, and it was sent back to us, and therefore that's how that came about. And I answered that question in the committee meetings, but that's where that came from.
Now, one more. Yeah, I know. I still have a couple more questions because I've discussed it with some of the commissioners, and I still have several questions. At our last meeting, I asked you about the new proposal. The way I read it does not say or state that they must attend to be paid like the present one does. Wait just a minute, please. If you don't care, let me finish, sir. The present one mandates that they have to be present to be paid. That's exactly why the lawsuit is in place that we have now, is
But
because.
you know what, we've talked about this, and we're not gonna get into that. The other question was legitimate. No more questions on what you consider illegal pay. If you
Well-
got something else, go ahead, otherwise we're
Well,
gonna move on.
I've got several more, please. And thank you, sir. But this one does not cover that whatsoever. It does not say that they have to attend to be paid. So my point is, it doesn't need to go into play. It also changes some of the superintendent's duties. There was not a word said at that meeting, and I was present, about changing that. We do not need to change things that they have not asked for. All they asked for was for the road commission to be abolished. This goes far beyond that. This goes everything from the bookkeeper out there, and Miss Amanda's overworked as it is, so I don't see sticking more on her. She does a fantastic job, don't get me wrong. Her and Mr. Fox both do, and I appreciate both of them. They've been extremely good to me answering my questions, but we don't need to change that. But there are several changes in there that were not said a word about at the road commission meeting. So my point is, we need to table this, go back and work on it. It needs to be correct. They don't need to be paid unless they are present and accounted for.
Okay,
And just a
I
minute,
get that and everything, but we're talking about the road commission, not the road department.
that
let's
it's
stay-
in here, Bobby.
I understand, but we're talking about abolishing the road commission.
That everything that's in here will be took into
I
play.
understand.
They're not gonna pull out and nitpick this
I
piece or that
understand.
piece. Mr. Harville, I had a.
Keep rehashing some
Well-
old business that we've been going over for a good gracious a year now.
We have not corrected the situation, sir.
In your eyes, we haven't. We've discussed it. We've talked about it. We've got those folks on a repayment plan. I don't know what else you want to do. You want to take them to court and squeeze the money
Well,
out?
I think they should, to be brutally honest with you, sir.
Well, I'm sorry, but we're not going to do that.
Well, That is your privilege, sir. But
She's talking about.
if you change it, this changes the road superintendent's job as well. We need to go back and look at this, and it doesn't need to be passed in its present facility, because
Uniform.
we're going to mess up. We're going to change, just exactly like the gentleman stated in Gatlinburg. We are going to make a mess of something that doesn't need to be messed up further. We have a problem because we didn't pay attention and there was no accountability. If we pass
Chairman.
this, if you don't mind, let me finish, because under Robert's Rules of Order, if you please. If we do this, it does not mandate the same things as our private act does at this time. Now, I don't know when they put in that they had to attend. I did read over it, I don't remember what year it was, but there was a reason that it was put there. But this also changes the superintendent's position, and it doesn't need to be changed. Nobody said anything about changing the superintendent's job.
What change are you talking about,
Excuse me, Mr. Chairman.
Mayor?
We've got, the road superintendent is governed by the Uniform County Highway Act. It's a TCA code that governs the superintendent. If she says it changes, she'll have to point it out, because I don't see that. As far as payment for the road commission, we've already determined we will not be paying a road commissioner for not attending a meeting. We have no intention to do so. And they're supposed to be taking attendance, and otherwise, this question's being asked and answered.
You have another question?
No, I want to answer his question, then I want to finish my questions under Robert's Rules of Order. Please, sir. Yes, sir?
You're not going to keep asking the same question over and
No,
over.
I am not. I've got several
Don't tag
questions.
it on to another question, and you're...
I'm not going to, sir. But I have the right to ask as an
Go
elected.
ahead, ask. You have a vote also.
Yes, sir, I do. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the privilege. Let me answer Mayor Cutshaw's question first, just a minute, and I should have marked that because Commissioner Harville and I had a long discussion about it. So just a minute. I may have to go back to pull it. I wish I had, if he had responded earlier today, I would have had this dug out better, and I didn't get it done. I did send 2 requests, and I didn't get a response at all. So just a minute. There was a section doing away with the bookkeeper out there. I do remember that part distinctly. And there was another one. Hold on. Bear with me a minute, sir, please.
Chairman Hahn, there is not a bookkeeper out there, nor has there been.
Well, at present, I think she took care of putting the invoices and stuff together. The last time I was out there, they were on
Okay, you
her
got a
dates.
question, let's move on. There's no bookkeeper.
Okay. All right. I was just curious if, the way I understand the mayor, and I'd just like to know that I'm correct, the only ones that had input in this was recall and the CTAS. No one at the road department had any input in it?
Ma'am, they were sent the private act. It went through CTAS legal, and it came back to us of how we needed to do this.
Or did our
As far as
county?
that-
I'm sorry, I interrupted you, sir. Go ahead.
As far as that, who authored what line and what letter, no, ma'am, I can't answer that. I do not know.
Did our county attorney review it, sir?
No, we went to CTAS on this. County attorney did not have anything to do with this one that I can recall.
Okay.
Okay, let's move on.
No,
Thank you,
give
sir.
me just a moment. I'm not finished, Mr. Bobby. I apologize, Mr. Chairman.
The road commission, at the end of the day, just for everyone to understand, the road commission itself voted to abolish itself, 6-1. That's what this is all about, nothing else. They have a term till August 31st of 2028. They're elected. We can't do anything about that. We have no intention of paying a road commissioner for meetings they didn't attend. Simply, it's to abolish this. TCA code under the Tennessee Highway Uniform Act gives the superintendent these powers. No one dictated this in this county. This is done through a TCA code.
Thank you.
But you're telling me that this only cut,
Go ahead, I want to tell him to wait a minute.
You're telling me that this only covers road commission. This has nothing to do with the superintendent's powers, even though there's some things in there that notes back to the superintendent.
Ma'am, if you'll read the private act, which you've acted like you have, the county uniform highway law dictates what the superintendent does.
It
Thank you,
does?
ma'am.
It does.
Do you have anything else?
Not at this point, thank you.
Okay, Mr. Neesmith.
These commissioners voted to do away with it. Why didn't they just resign? We wouldn't be going through all this.
You'd have to ask them.
No, the reason being, and they could do that, and do you know, Mr. Neesmith, if they did, we would have to appoint someone because that office is still an active office until August 31st of 2028. That is still an office, an elected official in the state of Tennessee. We are asking that it be abolished by itself. The road commission have asked that it abolish. Until that happens, it is an office that we have to fill. If they resign today, we will have to replace them.
You'll have to replace them.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Call for a vote, please.
You have to understand on this, there's a lengthy, I didn't realize this till the mayor was enlightening me, but this is a lengthy process. It has to go through the state, through the attorneys, and back to us. So this isn't just a county decision. So it's a process that has to go through, and we're in the middle of that process.
Yeah, I talked to Rick about it.
Okay. Anyone else?
Mr.
All right.
Chairman,
Let's vote the motion. Call the roll, please.
Debbie Ahern,
Yes.
Jamie Carden,
Yes.
Thomas Doty,
Yes.
Edna Green,
no.
Stan Harville,
Yes.
Bobby Hahn,
Yes.
Tim Horner,
Yes.
Joe Huntsman,
Yes.
Peggy Howell,
Yes.
Rodney Long,
Yes.
Mike Reed,
Yes.
Mike Richardson,
Yes.
Wayne Neesmith,
Yes.
Kyle Walker.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Move to 9B. Number 1, the Hamblen County Department of Education Budget Amendment. Number 2, increase of $375,724.61, and I put that in the form of a motion.
We have a motion. We have a second, Mr.
Second.
Doty. Any discussion? Let's vote the motion.
Debbie Ahern,
Yes.
Jamie Carden,
Yes.
Thomas Doty,
Yes.
Edna Green,
Yes.
Stan Harville,
Yes.
Bobby Hahn,
Yes.
Tim Horner,
Yes.
Joe Huntsman,
Yes.
Peggy Howell,
Yes.
Rodney Long,
Yes.
Mike Reed,
Yes.
Mike Richardson,
Yes.
Wayne Neesmith,
Yes.
Kyle Walker.
Yes.
Unanimous.
Move to
Motion
B.
passes.
Move to 9B2, Hamblen County Department of Education, Budget Amendment Number 3. It's an increase of $214,750.77, and I put that in the form of a motion.
We have a motion.
Second.
We have a second, Mr. Horner. Any discussion? Let's vote the motion.
Debbie Ahern,
Yes.
Jamie Carden,
Yes.
Thomas Doty,
Yes.
Edna Green,
Yes.
Stan Harville,
Yes.
Bobby Hahn,
Yes.
Tim Horner,
Yes.
Joe Huntsman,
Yes.
Peggy Howell,
Yes.
Rodney Long,
Yes.
Mike Reed,
Yes.
Mike Richardson,
Yes.
Wayne Neesmith,
Yes.
Kyle Walker.
Yes.
Motion passes.
B3 is Fund 101, the county clerk's office, an amount of $2,500, and I put that in the form of a motion.
We have a motion.
Second.
We have a second, Mr. Harville. Any discussion? Let's vote the motion.
Debbie Ahern,
Yes.
Jamie Carden,
Yes.
Thomas Doty,
Yes.
Edna Green,
Yes.
Stan Harville,
Yes.
Bobby Hahn,
Yes.
Tim Horner,
Yes.
Joe Huntsman,
Yes.
Peggy Howell,
Yes.
Rodney Long,
Yes.
Mike Reed,
Yes.
Mike Richardson,
Yes.
Wayne Neesmith,
Yes.
Kyle Walker.
Yes.
Motion passes.
B4, Fund 101, Drug Court, an amount of $7,337.60, and I put that in the form of a motion.
We have
Second.
a motion.
Second.
We have a second, Mr. Walker. Any discussion? Let's vote the motion.
Debbie Ahern,
Yes.
Jamie Carden,
Yes.
Thomas Doty,
Yes.
Edna Green,
Yes.
Stan Harville,
Yes.
Bobby Hahn,
Yes.
Tim Horner,
Yes.
Joe Huntsman,
Yes.
Peggy Howell,
Yes.
Rodney Long,
Yes.
Mike Reed,
Yes.
Mike Richardson,
Yes.
Wayne Neesmith,
Yes.
Kyle Walker.
Yes.
Motion passes.
B5, Fund 101, Drug Court, in the amount of $11,000, and I put that in the form of a motion.
Second.
We have a second, Mr. Reed. Any discussion? Let's vote.
Debbie Ahern,
Yes.
Jamie Carden,
Yes.
Thomas Doty,
Yes.
Edna Green,
Yes.
Stan Harville,
Yes.
Bobby Hahn,
Yes.
Tim Horner,
Yes.
Joe Huntsman,
Yes.
Peggy Howell,
Yes.
Rodney Long,
Yes.
Mike Reed,
Yes.
Mike Richardson,
Yes.
Wayne Neesmith,
Yes.
Kyle Walker.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Go to 9C, it's special call meeting.
Okay, I have the information on that. First, let me say I take full responsibility for this. First special called meeting that I had chaired. We did have a chance for comments, but I didn't put them at the beginning of the meeting. It was me. It was an oversight, and I do apologize to citizens and commission. We have two motions relating to case number 220CV 00026. Motion 1. We'll vote these separately.
I'm sorry, Chairman, may I make a
Yes,
statement
you may.
that will-
You sure-
that
can you
will,
get a microphone,
give
please?
some information in this case? All you commissioners know that Hamblen County and Doug Collins was named in his official capacity, as were several other people, including Teresa West, by a group, one group out of Georgetown, the Georgetown Law School in Washington, D.C., alleging that we were not doing our bail correctly. We were violating Sixth Amendment rights of persons who were incarcerated, who did not have a very prompt ability to meet with an attorney and to have a hearing on their bail so that they could be released. There were two parts. One was to do away with cash bail. The second one was the Sixth Amendment right to counsel. When did the right to counsel attach? The court had held that we were violating the Sixth Amendment rights of those who are incarcerated, but they did away with the bail aspect of the case. Our insurance company that defends us provided a defense to the lawsuit, but what they do not provide is coverage for attorney's fees. This law firm from D.C. prevailed on the case regarding the Sixth Amendment right to counsel. So they are entitled to attorney's fees, which are not paid by our insurance company. And as you know, it's about $500,000. So that's what you are going to be asked to vote on, as you did before. So I just want to get that out there, and you can proceed.
Thank you,
May
Mr.
I add
Cap.
to that? May
Yes,
I add
please.
to what he just said? The vote, as he just alluded to, the $500,000. Voting no is accepting that. Voting yes would then appeal that and risk.
Yes, I'm sorry, I neglected to tell you. There was concern that if we appealed the award of the attorney's fees in about $503,000 or $4,000, that the other side would go back to the court and possibly double that amount, because that's what the other side asked for initially. And Judge Magistrate Wyrick reduced that down to where we are now. Not very good, but a whole lot better than over $1 million.
Last thing, Chairman, I would ask that this commission consider setting aside the rules before you vote and allow comments on non-agenda and agenda items for this particular section.
So granted. Do we have anyone that wants to speak on any non-agenda item?
I think we have to vote to suspend the rules before we.
Oh, we do? We need to vote to suspend the rules?
Yes, you should.
Okay.
You should agree that
Okay.
that take place.
The vote will be to suspend the rules?
Well, yes, for comments.
Yeah, on comments. Need a motion.
Make a motion to suspend the rules and allow public comments on agenda and non-agenda items for this section of special call meeting.
Mr. Doty?
Second.
Second, Mr. Harville. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? So we will suspend those rules on public comments, and we will now open the floor for non-agenda items.
name is Gwen Holden. That is
Okay.
You ready?
Yes.
Ms. Holden? Ms. Holden, you may begin.
that is ridiculous.
Okay.
That we highly educated people would do something so ignorant and cost the taxpayers so much money. That is what it is. It's about the $500,000. It's a shame. And I've been coming here for 12 years, and I've got sense enough to know when public comments are to be. Get it? I do. 12 years I've been coming here, and I know when public comments have to be. Nobody had to tell me nothing. I knew. Wouldn't you after coming 12 years? I don't know, you might think I'm ignorant, but I'm not. I might not be as highly educated as you all, but I'm not stupid. I think it's a shame the way our system is run and the way y'all do things. Buddy buddies, that's what you are, buddy buddies. And my papa said, when I was growing up, look out for greedy dogs because they can't get enough. And that's Bible. It's in Isaiah. Read it.
Anyone else on agenda items? Okay, we'll close this section. We'll move on to read these two motions. They will be voted on separately. I think that as commissioners, we know how we're going to vote, what we want to vote, how we want to vote. But you have your freedom.
Chairman, may I interrupt, please?
Yes.
It just seems that maybe we should consider, as you set aside these rules, to take agenda and non-agenda items on this section, just as if it were in a special called session.
We did agenda items.
I know you did, but did you take non-agenda?
That's what I asked for first, and Ms.
Okay.
Quinn popped up.
All right, excuse me.
Couldn't slow her down.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes.
Clarification. We are voting on the same thing as we voted on the 13th?
We are voting on the exact same thing.
So if I understood the comments correctly, the meeting was not called correctly. Wait a minute, if you don't care, let me clarify my question so that I don't confuse anyone. If I understood Ms. Noy's comments correctly, the meeting was not called correctly, like the opioid meeting wasn't, and in order to be a cure-all, there had to be a second meeting. So my question is, if we vote on this now, who's been notified that we did this tonight? Has the public been advised? Because I haven't seen anything. And when we get to the 13th, I pulled up the agenda. The agenda said that the meeting would be at 5 o'clock sharp. It wasn't at 5 o'clock. Just a moment, please. Hold your...
What meeting are you talking
I'm
about?
talking about the 13th when this came up initially. The agenda.
We didn't meet on the 13th, Chairman. We met on the 14th, and the
Okay.
public notice said that we would meet following the committee meetings.
Right.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for the clarification, Mr. Mayor. I appreciate it. But on the 14th, and I did get my dates incorrectly, so thank you for clarifying for me and correcting me. But we did not have adequate notice by the way it was in there. On the agenda, it said that we would have that meeting directly at 5 o'clock. We did not have that meeting at 5 o'clock. The public was not aware. I saw people get up and go out that thought that it was going to be at 5 o'clock, but it wasn't. So my question to you is, will this be a cure-all, or will this just cause us to make our mess worse than it already is? That's my question.
Technically, we don't have a mess, and it will not make it worse. And the vote that we took was legitimate. We had comments afterwards. You want to get technical about it? We can have comments anywhere in our agenda, where we plug it in. You know, we choose to do it first. I think at one time many years ago, maybe they had them at the end. but we had citizens who wanted to speak first, so we went to that format. So no, in my opinion, Mr. Capps, Mr. Mayor, you can correct me if I'm wrong, please, but this is a legitimate vote, and it will not create any more mess. This thing is moving forward, and there's a time frame, and we have to stay up with it, as was the attorney spoke last week on Tuesday about that.
Okay.
Go ahead, I apologize.
Ms. Howell?
Thank you, sir. So where in the world will we get that money? Where is it?
Ma'am, that will come directly by court order. That will
Okay.
come directly off our general fund.
Yes, sir. Okay, thank you.
Clarification, Chairman, if you please. And this would be for the attorney, not you. I'll pick on him. Being that they went against the law, and if I remember my oath of
Say
office,
this again, slow down, say it again.
we're talking back to this vote we're getting ready to take.
Yes.
When they violated the Sixth Amendment, and I'm talking about Judge Collins and Teresa West's office, from what I understand, when they violated their Sixth Amendments, if I remember correctly, my oath of office was that I had to uphold the Constitution. And that Sixth Amendment is part of the Constitution, at least it was when I went to school. Now, my point is, being they violated the law, do we still have to pay that, or would it not fall to them at some point?
No, ma'am. They're county employees.
Even though they're elected?
Do what?
Even though they're elected, because they're elected, they're elected like me and you are.
I understand that.
They're not hired in.
Yes, when you get sued, this county gets sued.
There should be a clause if they violate
there's
the law,
not.
they don't have to.
There's not.
But thank you for the clarification, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chairman, if I could,
Yes.
just really quick. Mr. Capps, you've practiced law in this county for many decades. I just have one quick question for you, and I know you can't give me a exact answer, but my understanding is that our bail process and such had been operating under these guidelines and standards for decades prior to.
Operating for decades in every other county,
As well.
largely in the state of Tennessee, operating the same way.
Yes.
We were cherry-picked. One of our local attorneys got with these folks and got us singled out.
But it's not just been something that was changed
It's
by
not-
Teresa
it's
West
nothing
and
that
Doug
anybody
Collins.
had any inkling about until we got sued. It wasn't say, hey, we're gonna violate these guys' Sixth Amendment rights, or we know that we're violating their rights, but we're just not gonna do anything about it. Never anything.
Thank you, Mr. Cass. Mr. Doty, thank you for that. So we're going to vote. There's two. Yes, ma'am.
So, but that was 4 years ago, or whatever, 5 years ago, okay. But now
We have corrected.
That's what I wanna
Judge
hear.
Cobbs took very quick action to correct all of that.
Okay.
And we're in full compliance with the injunction by Judge Corker out of the Eastern District.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
You're very well. Any other questions?
One. But even though that's the way we did it, we did violate their rights by the judge's ruling, correct?
That's what the judge said.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, item 1. We're going to decide and vote on whether to object to the magistrate Wyrick's report and recommendation on attorney fees. Motion.
Make that motion.
Thank you, Mr. Harville. A second.
Second.
Second, Mr. Horner. Any questions on that?
You might ought to speak it so people that are listening in the audience can tell what the motion was, sir.
You couldn't hear that?
If I was sitting and listening to this, a tape at home, I
Okay,
couldn't.
we've got a motion. We've got a second. Any questions on the motion? All right, let's call the roll.
Debbie Ahern,
No.
Jamie Carden,
No.
Thomas Doty,
No.
Edna Green,
No.
Stan Harville,
No.
Bobby Hahn,
No.
Tim Horner,
No.
Joe Huntsman,
No.
Peggy Howell,
No.
Rodney Long,
No.
Mike Reed,
No.
Mike Richardson,
No.
Wayne Neesmith,
No.
Kyle Walker.
No.
Okay. We decided not to accept Magistrate Wyrick's report and recommendation.
No.
Not to object
No,
to it.
not to
Not to
object.
object to it.
Yeah, that's what I said we did. Well, we're not going to object to it, let's put it that way.
Right.
Thank you.
Number 2 is whether to object to the order allowing plaintiffs to refile their bill of cost. Need a motion.
So moved.
Motion, Mr. Doty.
Second.
Second, Mr. Carden. Any discussion?
Clarification, if you please.
Sure.
We are voting with a yes to object to them being able to refile and add more money. And if we vote no, we're saying that we will not fight it, correct, sir?
Right.
Okay, thank you for the clarification, sir.
As I think the mayor had, or Mr. Capps had described earlier, started out at about 1.1 million, and it was settled at 500, I think 506,
509.
and we are at that.
509, and this particular vote is about the bill of costs, which was about $14,000, and whether to accept or object to that, they're refiling their bill of costs. If you recall, that's the second.
Clarification, sir. Does that mean that they can up that 14,000, sir?
No, it simply means they were allowed to refile the bill of costs and potentially be awarded their costs. And there was also concern about that as well.
Seems a little nitpicky, but that's the way it was, okay? Any other questions or discussion? Call the roll.
Debbie Ahern,
No.
Jamie Carden,
No.
Thomas Doty,
No.
Edna Green,
No.
Stan Harville,
No.
Bobby Hahn,
No.
Tim Horner,
No.
Joe Huntsman,
No.
Peggy Howell,
No.
Rodney Long,
No.
Mike Reed,
No.
Mike Richardson,
No.
Wayne Neesmith,
No.
Kyle Walker.
No.
Unanimous.
Motion passes. Move down now to number 10, Personnel Committee. Call on Chairman Stan Harvey.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. 10A, the revisions to the employee handbook. If you have in your booklet, I'll put that in the form of a motion.
We have a motion.
Second.
We have a second. Any discussion? Let's vote.
Debbie Ahern,
Yes.
Jamie Carden,
Yes.
Thomas Doty,
Yes.
Edna Green,
Yes.
Stan Harville,
Yes.
Bobby Hahn,
Yes.
Tim Horner,
Yes.
Joe Huntsman,
Yes.
Peggy Howell,
Yes.
Rodney Long,
Yes.
Mike Reed,
Yes.
Mike Richardson,
Yes.
Wayne Neesmith,
Yes.
Kyle Walker.
Yes.
Motion passes.
That's all I have, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Harville. Move down to Public Services Committee, Chairman Mike Richardson.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. 11A, surplus items for Hamblen County Highway Department. I put that in the form of a motion.
Second. Second.
We have a motion, we have a second. Any discussion?
Question.
Ms. Green?
How will those be sold, sir?
Gov Services, Gov Deals,
Thank you, sir.
under the finance restrictions and requirements.
Mr. Neesmith?
We get rid of these, I think, what, 7 trucks? How many more have we got out there, Mike?
I think we have 7 or so rear loaders left, plus the new ones we bought.
We had about 14 trucks out there.
Probably, something like that.
So you've got enough backup in case these one-armed bandits don't work
Yes, sir.
that we don't know about yet. That is
They're
new.
working okay now, and we do have backup. We have trucks down all the time, so we swap trucks in and out. We keep spares so we can.
Yeah, I
keep
knew you did.
the-
I just want to know you're
Yeah.
keeping enough.
Right,
With any of these trucks you're getting rid of, will they run?
barely. Some do, some are parts.
Okay. I noticed the newspaper said they wouldn't run.
It's a variety of issues.
Mr.
And
Chairman?
most sturgeons held around for a long time, didn't they?
Just a quick question. At what point will we be sending out notifications so folks will know how to turn their trash cans and so forth, sir? Because everybody's calling me, telling me they've not got anything, so the reason I'm asking you, sir.
I don't know, every one of my districts complying, so I don't know.
You've not gotten any phone calls or emails then? I've gotten several.
What was the question?
Turning your garbage cans, handle to the house.
When would you put out something so people will
We're
know?
putting out tags now. The only rule that has changed in the last 20 years is to put your handle to the house. Nothing else has changed. It's real simple. When you take your garbage can out, turn your handle to the house.
So you're putting the tags on the trash cans or what?
Yes. And we've sent flyers out. We've got social media. We've got all kinds of Channel 10 and Channel whatevers. And we've got all kinds of social media critics that are telling facts that aren't true.
I hadn't seen any of the flyers.
They're all over.
And I hadn't seen any of the tags. That's the reason I asked, sir. Thank
Okay,
you.
let's call the roll.
Debbie Ahern.
Yes.
Jamie Carden.
Yes.
Thomas Doty.
Yes.
Edna Green.
Yes.
Stan Harville.
Yes.
Bobby Hahn.
Yes.
Tim Horner.
Yes.
Joe Huntsman.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, sorry, I didn't hear. Peggy Howell.
Yes.
Rodney Long.
Yes.
Mike Reed.
Yes.
Mike Richardson.
Yes.
Wayne Neesmith.
Yes.
Kyle Walker.
Yes.
Unanimous.
Motion passes.
That's all I have, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Chairman Richardson. We'll move down to item 12 that we added to the agenda. On the Justice Center, Mr. Horner.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Item 12A, change order number 25 for $85,466, and I put that in form of a motion.
We have a motion.
Second.
We have a second, Mr. Doty. Any discussion? Let's call the roll.
Debbie Ahern.
Yes.
Jamie Carden.
Yes.
Thomas Doty.
Yes.
Edna Green.
No.
Stan Harville.
Yes.
Bobby Hahn.
Yes.
Tim Horner.
Yes.
Joe Huntsman.
Yes.
Peggy Howell.
Yes.
Rodney Long.
Yes.
Mike Reed.
Yes.
Mike Richardson.
Yes.
Wayne Neesmith.
No.
Kyle Walker.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Mr. Chairman. Yo, I'm sorry. Before you end the meeting, I'd like to ask for the indulgence of a mistake that I said. Mr. Neesmith made a comment of something, and I misread something that I'd like to correct.
Please go ahead.
Mr. Neesmith had requested or asked why they didn't resign. Currently, they would have to be filled, but the private act will allow them to not be filled. If the private act is passed in January, if it is accepted and it comes back to us for ratification, that we accept that, then if a commissioner decides to resign, they can do so, and we do not have to fill that spot. So I wanted to clarify, when you said that, I spoke as the way it is right now. But this private act will amend that. That if they were to resign, we don't have to fill that spot.
Don't have to fill the spot.
They do not.
Don't have to spend the money, do we?
After it's ratified.
After the state tells us.
Well, and just be aware, after the state does that, it comes back to us for another vote. So it's still months down the road that we can do this.
Ever how the state votes, we need to just get them to just resign and don't have to pay them for 3 more years
Good job.
if they resign.
Our next committee meetings will be November 10th at 5 o'clock. Our next full commission meeting will be November 20th at 5 o'clock. Of course, both those here in this room. A couple of items I want to address. Number one, it was stated in public comment that we are trying to help the road commissioners not pay their money back. Blatant lie. We're not trying to do that. We're trying to follow the rules. We're trying to be civil about it. Give people plenty of time. We don't want to knock on their door and demand money. Next item, I have something I want to read into the record. You'll bear with me for just a minute. I have a statement regarding some events that took place on October 14th during our committee meetings. Now, before I begin this, I want you to keep in mind that I fully embrace the First Amendment. I feel like it's the cornerstone of a free society, and I would never pretend that I have the right nor the power to silence anyone wishing to contribute to that process. However, with right comes great responsibility. Two things come to mind, and that's time and place. You go to a football game and you holler at the quarterback to throw a bomb, you're going to probably be met with cheers. The fans are going to pat you on the back. But if you yell the same words in a crowded airport terminal, you'll get an entirely different reaction. Again, time and place. As for the events that took place last Tuesday, October 14th, Hamblen County EMA Director Chris Bell came forward to inform this commission of a minor yet apparently necessary infraction concerning the use of a county vehicle. Director Bell was forthcoming with regard to the incident. He had earlier spoken with Mayor Cutshaw and myself at separate times. I think he had spoke to some of the other commissioners. And he had asked to appear before the commission to answer any questions from anybody. And I allowed him to do that, to have the floor for questions. He did not have to do that. He chose to do that. Full disclosure. Mrs. Green asked to speak with Mr. Bell, or asked him a question. From the onset, Ms. Green brought up a past incident and stated that Director Bell should have been fired at that point. Ms. Green stated that she encouraged citizens to take pictures of Director Bell's activities so she could post them on her website, COAG, a website that calls for openness and transparency, yet restricts and blocks most of the commission. I would ask, why COAG? And why not bring it to this legislative body? This has been an ongoing theme of publicly humiliating Hamblen County citizens and employees. In the past, Ms. Green has attacked and continues to attack members of the Road Commission over their overpayment. They are currently making reimbursement payments. Ms. Green has attacked our county attorney on multiple occasions, members of this commission, and the mayor. She has the right to speak. I agree with that 100%, but now she is infringing on other people's rights and the ability for this body to govern properly. Ms. Green, I'm going to publicly ask for you to refrain from future attacks. If there's a problem or official issue that comes before us, we will then deal with that issue in an official manner as a legislative body. And finally, we are here to serve our citizens. We are not here to trash them, humiliate them, nor are we here to police them. We stand adjourned.